So today I'm out here at my buddy Adam's place, and he has started a new business, which is pretty cool. And I'm here just to kind of show you guys around. Glad you all could join me here today at Borinken Paradise Farms. Let's get going.
Yeah, this is Borinken Paradise Farms. Still kind of getting used to the name, but yeah, this is our farm. We basically bought this property back in May of 2025, and we're just kind of slowly making it our own little farm. The state of the world, things are a little bit uncertain, and honestly, it's just something fun that I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to grow stuff. I've grown stuff in backyards and things like that. And so when we saw this property and decided to buy it, we decided that we were gonna actually utilize the stuff that was already here. There was already, we'll go through it, but there was already a lot of stuff set up for the previous owners to do farming. So we figured it'd be fun to at least do for our own stuff. And then after a little while, we decided to try and make it a farm and see how it goes. Let's go take a look at the chickens, because that's kind of what we're starting with for our farm. We're going to be doing meat chickens and eggs. Okay, so as I said, a lot of this was already set up when we first got here. So the previous owner, he's actually a pretty cool guy. He came and helped me get the electric fence working properly, and then kind of close up the fencing a little bit more. But basically, these were stalls, horse stalls, way back when previous owners were here, and they converted them into chicken stalls. So you can see this one. This one has our laying hens in there right now. Pretty much all these are going to be laying hens. But these guys are the ones we got first. These ones we got from, again, the previous owner. He had too many where he was moving, so he gave us a couple, and that's kind of what got the ball rolling. Is he gave us those. They were already laying, which was cool. And then these ones are all ones that I hatched from those other ones. There are 6 other ones in here that are Easter eggers that I actually bought as chicks and raised them. But these are all going to be our laying hens for the most part. The roosters here are going to go on the dinner table eventually, probably pretty soon. Some of them will go to the people that help get it started through our donations. So, but yeah, these are chicken setups, and on the outside, we'll get around to the outside. We'll show you the runs where they can actually go out and run around. Chickens are super easy to raise, super easy to incubate and hatch eggs. They're easy to take care of. And honestly, I really like chicken. It's like grilled chicken salads. There's so much you could do with it. For some reason, I've just always liked chicken meat. So that and eggs. Okay, so this is the chicken run here. This section over here is for the smaller ones that I said I bred. They'll come out the door on the other side, and they can come around this way, and then I can open it up to there. And then it's actually even set up to where I could open it up even further into that garden over there, which we're actually calling the chicken garden, which is funny. But yeah, it can open it up to there so that they can forage around and eat bugs and whatnot, because that's really what chickens should do. They should be free range rather than, just in a cage by themselves. So yeah, this is the other section. So you can see the doors. They're automatic doors. They'll open on their own. So I can set the timer that they open in the morning, close at night, and that's a little bit more automated. So yeah, chickens can be pretty easy. But it's funny because when we first moved here, all of this was overgrown with weeds. We put the chickens in there, and maybe after about, a week at most, it was completely obliterated. So we try and throw them extra green snacks every once in a while. Pretty much anything we don't use, if it starts to go bad or whatnot. Or if there was lettuce, we were growing lettuce, and lettuce started to go to seed, so I threw it all in there for them. So they get a lot of greens still too. All right, so this is one of the garden areas I just started when we got here. Obviously, I did more in the greenhouse, which we can get to later. But yeah, I started these. We got carrots over here, more carrots. I love carrots, so I wanted to do a bunch of those. And then the really successful part has been this lettuce over here. I'm still learning the whole seeding process, getting things to start from seed. So a lot of these were starters from like random places like Home Depot or Walmart, and they took off. I actually wish we did this video a month ago, because before the frost, I had this entire thing covered in lettuce. There was butter crunch lettuce, and then there was a romaine, like those two romaines there. Probably the third one are gonna get cut soon. And then a mix in here of romaine and butter crunch. These ones are started from seed, so these ones were successfully done without having to get starts from a store. But that's my main goal, is to be pretty much self-sufficient. I don't even really want to have to order seeds. I'd like to gather my own seeds. So this is the new coop we're building. I keep calling it a coop, but it's really a coop and a run. So this older wood was already here. I think the previous owners were going to do a trellis thing, but it was kind of over-engineered and cemented in and everything. So I said, hey, why not just make a chicken coop out of it, since we're going to have more chickens soon. So yeah, I've been working on that. All this new wood is me putting up. I got the nesting boxes here. You're gonna have to open it and grab the eggs from the outside, so that way you can grab the eggs without having to crawl into the coop. Now I am not a builder, so this has been a process, but yeah, it's getting there, and it's looking pretty good so far. So yeah, we have a GoFundMe going on, and I don't like asking just for straight money. So basically, we're doing it kind of what's called like a CSA style, which is a community supported agriculture. And the way that normally works is you get people to buy into the farm, and they pay. It's kind of like a subscription service where they pay so much ahead of time, and then they get a share or a portion of what the farm produces during that particular season. So we're kind of going with that for the GoFundMe, but basically you'd put in a little bit more than what you would for a CSA, but it helps us. And then in the meantime, we give you, depending on what level you put in or how much you put in, but we'll give you one of the chickens when they're ready, or some vegetables, eggs, things like that. But yeah, we definitely have that going on. I'm not great at it because I don't have the greatest camera, and I don't setting up the camera work is a lot to do while you're trying to build everything. But I am periodically putting out videos here and there. I actually think I do have some. I should have 2 up by the time this one goes out. And yeah, just if you want to keep up on the farm, especially if you're donating, you want to see where that money's going to. That's one of the reasons we did it. So yeah, you can see me stumble through this. And really stumble through all of this because I'm not a farmer, but I'm getting there.
Cool. Well, that's it for the video today, guys. Adam, appreciate everything here. It's awesome seeing all the work that you've done. And I was here, for everybody's reference, I was here way back before any of this had started, pretty much, and saw it when there wasn't much going on. And this has really improved a lot, and it's really cool to see this. So I'm excited to see you guys, and eventually probably at farmers markets and stuff too, right?
Yeah, that's the goal. We've been going to farmers markets, and we haven't seen anybody selling chickens, much less very few sell eggs. So yeah, that's what we're going to start with and see how that goes. But yeah, we'll be going to farmers markets around this area.
Well, until the next video, wishing you all the best. See you next time.
Thank you.